Guys, everybody needs a little carbon fiber in their life, and I'm happy to say today is the day for this guy. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in with me here in Paradise, a place I call the Lonestar Hawaiian Garage. We are on today with the ZL1. We have one part we are installing today that really truly is one of the best DIY home garage type modifications you can make to your car with scientifically proven horsepower gains, fuel efficiency gains. We are back at it today with cold air inductions. I'm so excited to break this thing into the cold air inductions family with their top of the line Elite Series carbon intake system. That's right, we got a carbon fiber intake going on the ZL1 today. Let's go ahead and get these things started up, turned around, and get to work. Let's go. Now, if you guys are by chance new to the channel, this is my beloved fleet of vehicles. We have our 2020 Silverado Trail Boss. This is a Z71. We've done a few modifications to date on this thing. And to be honest, as of late, this is one of your most favorite vehicles on the channel. My favorite vehicle right here, the 2007 Silverado. This is what started the channel off years ago and continues to be my favorite here. But last but not least, the newest addition, which is our 2017 Camaro ZL1. This one is truly a dream come true and has a whole story behind it. If you want to know the story, it's going to be right there. You can go check that one out. But I did want to take a quick second and just say thank you because we passed a huge milestone this week. 50,000 subscribers this week on the channel. I cannot believe we got to this point. We are a very, very small channel, guys, but I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to do things like this that, to be honest, I never thought it a possibility. Or for everybody that's subscribed yet and those that will subscribe, please scroll down. If I've earned your subscription at any point in the video, hit that subscribe button below, be part of the family. But let's go ahead and get into this video, which is our Elite Carbon Series intake. This is gonna sound probably a little silly. I've never had a carbon fiber part ever before, and I'm so excited for this. This is sick. Oh, bury me, carry me, oh, fire beneath, oh, fire and water me, going down deep thing, oh, bury me, carry me, oh, fire beneath, oh, fire and water me. Well, that's officially the longest it's taken me to unbox anything. I was just genuinely blown away. This gloss carbon is so gorgeous. Everything is carbon fiber, the entire box, the entire tube. And obviously we do have our plexiglass housing here, which cold air inductions is known for. But just look at this. This is so gorgeous. This is gonna look so good in that car. We have our intake tube, we have our coupler here, and then also the instructions. Cold air inductions has got some of the best instructions on the market. Full color printing. Yes, it does cost companies more to do color printing, and not a lot of them do it. Also on their YouTube channel, they do have a full installation of the system if you guys want to see it from their end. We also have our hardware, and if you guys want to go check out their social media handles, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I've done quite a few of these intake systems from when I was 15 years old, buying them off of eBay for like 20 or 30 bucks at the time, to K&N systems, to cold air induction systems. I've installed a heck of a lot of them, have used a heck of a lot of them. Hi! Say hello to the internet, Miss Dallas. The fluff. Everyone loves the fluff. Now, transparently, guys, my car does have a rotofab system on it. It was like that when I picked it up in Virginia. But for you guys, what it will be replacing are these stock air boxes. Now, this one isn't as bad as I've seen for most vehicles. Most of the time, they're extremely restrictive. The air pathway is really not optimal, and this heat-soaking plastic is, you know, subpar. What I'm gonna do now is figure out how to get this rotofab out of here. I did not install this, so I'm just gonna
start undoing stuff and pulling it out. Woo! So we do need to unhook the negative side terminal battery. I usually don't do this, but I'm actually gonna do it on this one because I care about this car a lot. And it's also really expensive. All right, so we got our Elite Carbon Series ready to go, all bolted up. This is slid in place. We're gonna go ahead and mount it into the stock location. Something really cool about this, it uses the stock grommets as they sit here with the same type of technology, the same mounting. So basically it's gonna be a pin that pushes right in and we're good to go. We also have to hook up this PCV valve, which I need myself a catch can, to be honest. I need to install one of those. And then we also have our mass airflow sensor right here. And that's something you gotta be careful with. Don't bang it around, don't break it, because that's one, expensive, and two, very fragile. By the power invested in me from YouTube, I pronounce thee throttle body and cold air intake. Woo! Well, that was really easy. I was really surprised how easy that was. So the couple bolts, get it in there, the grommets, press it in. She's ready to go, and it is solid in here. It's not going anywhere. That carbon fiber looks so gorgeous on the engine, in the engine bay. This looks so freaking good. Make sure I got all my screwdrivers and bolts, because it is time. It is time for the maiden voyage.
Let's get this sucker ready. Then we're gonna take her out for a spin.
So let's go ahead, hook this bad boy back up. I can still hear the whine. That sounds really good. The exhaust is a little more noticeable. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it's probably because I'm listening for it, but you can hear the supercharger whine. It isn't as apparent as it is with the Rotofab, but the exhaust seems more apparent. And I don't know if it's because I'm listening for it or if it actually sounds better off the back. I don't know what the difference is. Typically with colder intake systems, you do get a different tone in your exhaust because just the airflow is a little bit different. But yeah, it still pulls. It's the sound, I think it's worth it. And for the aesthetics, dang, you cannot beat the aesthetics of that carbon fiber. That was a lot of fun, except for my line lock failure. Man, this is the coolest looking aftermarket thing I've ever put on anything. That is such a beautiful intake. That carbon fiber is so freaking cool, and it looks so good in that engine bay. But what's really cool about not this intake in particular, but cold air inductions, period, is we're here at my 2007 Silverado. There we are. Cold air inductions, cold air intake on the 07. Cold air inductions, intake system on the 2020. Yes, we are in fact outfitted across the board with cold air inductions, cold air intake systems. We have Elite Series intakes on the 2020 and the 07. And then obviously the top of the line Elite Carbon Series on the ZL1. Well, it looks phenomenal. Yes, this is my first carbon fiber anything to put on my car, but I can say it's definitely not going to be my last. This car needs more carbon fiber. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But in regards to the actual performance of a cold air intake system versus another cold air intake system, unless it's a knockoff eBay system, you forget to pull the plastic off the filter, you're not going to see really a difference, especially in a big powerful car like this. I will say the performance and efficiencies are there with intake systems. I've seen 1 to 2 mile per gallon increases on both my 07 and the 2020 Trail Boss ever since installing that intake. Now, I will say I will not be seeing those similar gains on this car, given just the way I drive it. But then again, you don't buy a supercharged LT4 to save fuel. You have it to have fun. In regards to fit and finish, cold air inductions for some reason has been my favorite when it comes to fit and finish in the vehicle. When I pulled the K&N system out of my 07, installed the cold air induction, it just fit and felt better. The 2020 Trail Boss fit absolutely perfect. And then in this one, again, in the engine bay, fits perfect. The only issue I did have with bolting the intake tube onto the filament filter, it just wasn't lining up. The bolt holes were not very happy, so I had to distort the filament filter a little bit to make it bolt onto that intake tube. And given that is carbon fiber, you want to be kind of careful with it so you don't crack it. But at the same time, eventually got it in there, got it fit really nicely. But that is my one pet peeve with this particular system. Given it is carbon fiber, the carbon fiber in itself is imperfect, and that's what's really cool about it. In regards to the symphony you get out of this vehicle, both from the front and the rear end, it's top notch. You still hear the supercharger whine. The exhaust note is extremely special for some reason. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm listening for it, but the exhaust notes sound a little extra peppery today. But the supercharger whine under minor throttle seems less apparent. What I mean by that is there's less whine under just regular driving throttle, which to each his own, but when you get on it, it's all there. You don't have to worry about it. So comparing the RotoFab versus this one with that top actually enclosed, there's a little bit less supercharger whine, but the performance feels like it's all there. I'm so happy with this. This looks so good. I keep looking over my back, and I'm just looking in this camera reflection because I can see that carbon fiber intake. It looks so good. I need more carbon fiber for this car. What do you think? The boss just came out. She wants to look at it.
It's really cool.
You like it?
Yeah, I do.
It's carbon fiber. It's carbon fiber. It's literally about a quarter of the weight of the one I pulled out of there. And not that 5 or 6 pounds is going to make a difference in this car, but the location of the weight high up in the engine bay over the top of the front wheels, actually having this decreased in weight is a performance advantage. It is pretty cold. We're actually going to go to the grocery store, but again, from the Lonestar Hawaiian garage, we got the 2020 outfitted, the 07 outfitted, and now top of the line of the top of the line. This is not the last carbon fiber piece I'm going to buy for this car. Oh, FYI.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for today because we're going to go to the grocery store. If you guys want to check out cold air inductions, I'll put their information below. You can check out the intake system for this car, for your trucks, whatever it might be. Again, given these Camaros have been out since 2016, and it sounds like GM's going to continue them over the next few years, this will be a good aftermarket part to go ahead and invest in. But thank you again so much for tuning in. Thank you again for 50,000 subscribers. If you have not subscribed to the channel just yet and have earned your subscription, please scroll down, hit the subscribe button below, and turn on that notification bell. Hey, what's that TikTok thing where it's oh, I gotta try it again.
Smile without your eyes. Raise your eyebrows. Stop smiling. That's your model face.
All right, guys, that's going to do it. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Toots.